He was pushing down with his hand in his pocket to put additional pressure on George Floyd's neck. How can you rationalize doing that? The same way that Qabil can rationalize killing Habil, the two children of Adam alayhi salam, how one killed the other.
No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
So I remember I was asked by a brother. He said, like, why in this day and age, with all the knowledge people have, with all the advancement in human technology, why is it that we have people who are still slaughtering and killing one another? Shouldn't we be advanced beyond that? Shouldn't we be like move beyond this? Like, shouldn't be a much more advanced society? Think about the level of advanced technology that we have, and unfortunately, a lot of people, conflate again knowledge with intelligence. Similarly, people conflate science with technology. Okay, again, science is a methodology of studying. Because people take it as a religion. Unfortunately, they say, "Hey, look at what my religion has, produced," and they'll name all these technologies. No, under Islam, like, they understood that this was a branch, this is a methodology of knowledge under the Islamic Empire for 800 years. Look at the history of science and development. You had massive scientific advancements. You had massive technological advancements. So technology is just the utility of your knowledge. Okay, it's just the utility of that. Okay, so anyhow, why is it that we have in a situation like this? And if you look at recent events, why is it in such an advanced civilization with so much knowledge, you have a police officer for 8 minutes willing to put his knee on the back of the neck of a human being who is not struggling against arrest, who is saying that I cannot breathe, who is gasping for air, gasping for his life, who is calling out for his dead mother? How is it in this advanced civilization, one of the most advanced, technologically advanced civilizations in the world, that we can have something like this occur? How can we have, people who now feel this anger of this injustice to protest this, go and harm and kill other people and burn down people's property who have nothing to do with that injustice? How can you do that? You know why? It's because people aren't operating with intelligence. They're operating on their own desires. Because when you operate on your own desires, you can justify, you can rationalize why you need to put your knee and then put your hand in your pocket. Did you see that in the video where he puts his hand in his pocket? Why was he doing that? They said so that he could put additional pressure. He was pushing down with his hand in his pocket to put additional pressure on George Floyd's neck. How can you rationalize doing that? How can you rationalize doing that? The same way that Qabil can rationalize killing Habil, the two children of Adam alayhi salam, how one killed the other. Allah tells us in Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 30. So the nafs, the self, the desires of the other, the latter one encouraged him and made fair seeming to him the murder of his brother. He murdered him and became one of the losers. His desire, man, his nafs, his feelings on the matter, justified, made fair seeming, rationalize that brutality. And this is not new. This is not new. They rationalized, like, this is in front of us and this is the trending story. They can rationalize sending a drone out to a remote village. They've been judge, jury, executioner. It is worth it for us to bomb this village, this family's house. They rationalized that. It made it fair seeming to kill all these people, and collateral damage is worth it. And it made them rationalize in their minds. Think about how deep, how low you can go. That when you killed an entire family, their second play, the second step in their playbook is that when their extended family comes to have a funeral, they already have pre-planned to bomb that funeral because there is suspected enemies within that group. That's what you rationalize. Okay, now they can't even have a funeral in peace. They can't even have their loved ones rest in peace because they're going to be very soon on their path to join them. It rationalizes that. It rationalizes. There's no aql, because inherently, if you have aql, you have mercy in your heart. Inherently, if you have aql, you understand, even though I can get away with it in this earth, I will be accountable to the Creator on the Day of Judgment. That's a person who has intelligence. If only we had listened to our intelligence.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.